Right, I have an announcement to make. In my mind, I'm thinking of calling it an unfortunate announcement, but I believe it needs to be done because I need to take care of my health, seeing as I say I value my health. This is the announcement. I'm thinking of a 1 month break to sort out my health issues. And what are my health issues? It's not as deep as I'm making it sound, but bunions. I have bunions to sort out. Everyday pain. Every day, almost basically, when I'm in the house, when I'm outside, when I'm in the gym, doesn't matter where I walk, pain. It can be sharp, sometimes it comes slowly, but I need to deal with it. This appointment I've been postponing for over a year. It's about time I get it done. I said I needed to call the GP again in one of the videos. I've done that and they're saying tomorrow I can at least further progress by talking to someone about it. Someone in physio related or something. But yeah, because of that, I'm taking a long break. Not from making videos, I'm still going to post every day, but from the daily log series in pursuit of further taking care of my health and to try and get rid of these bunions naturally, if that's even possible, I am taking a 1 month break. At least from doing things like how I used to. That meaning I'm not doing lower body workouts. I will be after I've gone out my way to sort out my health issues, these bunions, but I am not, pardon me, I'm not going to be doing lower body workouts to put a whole load of pressure on my feet, which could then mean I further aggravate them, especially in tight shoes. I don't have access to the funds to buy wide shoes and to be able to pay for shopping, the gym, and so on. In my mind, I was thinking of saying, don't say the gym membership. At a gym, you have a gym membership. That doesn't unveil anonymity, it's fine. Yeah, for shopping, for the gym membership, and other things. So I really need a job. I need a job. No, not necessarily. I need cash flows. That's what I need. And if I get that in the form of a job, then cool. In the form of a job I want, then cool. But I don't necessarily need a job. Someone with many passive income cash flows doesn't need a job, but they still have money coming in. So yeah, I need to get that out of my mind. I don't need a job to have money coming in. I can have that money coming in passively. Literally, like it's a entrepreneur game. It being life. But speaking of, I am going to take this seriously, unlike a game. Or maybe you could argue that some people actually do take games seriously. There's such a thing as esports nowadays. Back when I was young and when I had GTA 5 at 11 going on, actually no, on my 12th birthday, I was having so much fun with games and that. And I remember Healthy Gamer GG, Olok, I think his name is, or Olok, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He was saying that playing games only activates the positive part of the brain. I don't remember that information vividly, so I can't say. Plus, I'm not a qualified therapist, so I can't really talk about that from a qualified place. I can't. Apologies for the voice break. Actually, no, I'm not sorry. I'm human. Anyway, so that's what's going on with that's what's going to go on with the daily logs. Because of what I said earlier, in the sense that I'm not going to go about it being the daily logs in the same way I have been because of this health issue. It's not health issues, it's health issue. I might keep on recording daily logs by only doing upper body workouts. Again, to put less pressure on my feet, this could be the time I really improve my bench press, which would mean chest, I'm working my chest, I'm working my front shoulders, or front shoulder heads, and my triceps, which would mean bigger chest, bigger arms, more muscular arms, and more round shoulders. I could do that, and then actually no, hold on a sec. I might be able to work with the resources that the gym has, I might actually be able to work every single part of the body still, but I would just have to go about it differently. For quads, I can use that leg curl machine, but I wouldn't use the leg press because I'd be putting a lot of pressure on my foot. As for the hamstring curls, I wouldn't be putting any pressure on my feet. Not on my big toe joint, which is the most important thing, because that's where the bunions are. As for back, I wouldn't need to put a lot of pressure on my feet by coming down after a pull-up because of the resources the gym has. I can just do one where I'm sat down. I could do lat pull downs when I'm sat down. So actually, no. I might actually not stop filming daily logs, but I am going to go about them differently in the form of doing different exercises, because I'm still able to train, but just it's not sensible for me to do squats. It's not sensible because I might be putting a lot of pressure on my foot and my big toe joint because of that as I do my squats. It's not sensible for me to do pull-ups because, or at least on a normal pull-up bar, because I might be putting a lot of pressure on my feet every time I come off the, I release my hands from the pull-up bar without putting my feet down first, or let myself hang before dropping. However, I can still use the assisted pull-up machine. I can still work out. I can still get effective sessions, but it's just that it'd be within my best interest to go about them differently. Apologies for that. That's just my my thumb. Sorry. So I have more hope with these daily logs now. I thought I wouldn't be able to work out at all, but I am, in order to solve my health issues, I am still going to give myself that 1 month time window to look after myself and to take care of this health issue and to do as much as I can. Pardon me. They say, oh, there's nothing you can do. I'm not hearing that. I'm not hearing that. Not only from just one person. One person isn't going to know it all. I might be able to go somewhere else and they say, well, you could try this out. I could try it out and see if it works. I don't think I'm looking for an answer. I think I'm looking for suggestions, things to try out to see if they work, and then if they work, cool. If they don't, then I'll go and try the next thing. But they're immediately in my mind are things that I can do. But when I have money coming in, why choose? Even if you want to wear the same trainers, get them a size up from the normal size so that the feet don't feel as cramped. But in my mind, literally, as I was just finishing that clause of the sentence, I was saying, fuck that. Because I've seen a comment from a Squat University video, shout out to them, and it was about shoes. And they were saying, this comment was saying, we should get shoes, something along the lines of we should get shoes that match the feet, not try and get our feet to match the shoes, the shape of the shoes. Let me try that again. We should get shoes that match the shape of our feet naturally, rather than try and get our feet to match the shape of the shoes. They didn't say that word for word, but that was the message, and I, from this health issue experience, could not agree more. Before doing all that cardio last year to escape the thoughts of unironically, subconsciously thinking that I could die if I see a group of teenagers from the skate park, I didn't have any bunion issues from wearing exactly the same trainers that I've had, some of which I've had for half a decade, like pre-GCSE, and I'm 21 years young now. I've lived 21 years now. I didn't have bunions before then, but yeah, they clearly aren't proven. They clearly are just, in my opinion, I think they're extremely tight shoes that I have, which is most of them, like from Nike and from Primark, are destroying my feet. Honestly, it doesn't even matter where they're from. It doesn't matter which shop I got them from or which brand they are. It's the shoe quality that matters, not the effing brand. It's the shoe quality that matters. It's the shape of the shoe that matters. It's the comfort of the shoe that matters. And maybe even the weight too of the shoe that matters. If you're wanting a light shoe, if you're wanting a heavy shoe, depending on which time of the year you wanted to wear those shoes in. Yeah. Speaking of, I'm actually thinking of wanting to get myself some boots for the winter, because that will keep my feet more warm, and that would also protect my feet from rain more appropriately than trainers would, because the trainers are thin. They aren't necessarily built for the rain, whereas boots are. If I got myself some Timberlands, I think they would do just fine. I say Timberlands because that's the only brand of boots I know. The way how these industries might be branding our brains, oh my gosh. But I mean, I'm going to let the branding talk. Surely many people know about Timberlands for a reason, right? Because they provide that high quality service, right? But that's coming from an uneducated place, seeing as I don't have any actual statistics in my mind from trustworthy places as to how many people were wearing Timberlands compared to other different brands as well. But I certainly can try out Timberlands in pursuit of getting some high quality boots that match the shape of my feet, rather than trying to find shoes, rather than trying to get my feet to match the shape of the shoes. Like, the branding company's going to care about the fact that we could get bunions if we wear those trainers that they are making. They'll always have the personal responsibility argument. Well, it's your responsibility to pick the right size for you. It is the right size. It's your shoe shape. Nike. Maybe even Adidas too, but I can't say Adidas because I can't say that to Adidas because actually no, maybe I can, because of the ZX Fluxes that I got, and they were tight. They were tight around the shoes, even pre-bunions. Yeah, you want the shoes to fit, and I'm not against that, but how they fit matters. Why is it that we should wear these tight shoes that cramp our feet, that don't allow the feet to exist naturally? Why? To put money in their pockets? Because fashion? Why? Why is bunion inducing shoes? Why is it that we see bunion-inducing shoes as fashionable. Why? Why? Shoes that cause health issues are fashionable, not the wide ones. Especially when we're kids. Oh yeah, Nike, yeah, Nike. Oh, you got the grey tick. We all talk about it in the rap lyrics and that. I'm even looking at a Nike cap right now. It's not mine, but my point still stands. If anything, I'd say that because of that, because it's not mine, it stands even more because it's proof that other people are buying this stuff and it's not just me. But anyway, those are my thoughts on this announcement, and if I do have anything else to say, then I will let it be known. Maybe in shorts or in longer videos. I was thinking, I've seen Luke Spurgeon make hundreds of shorts in a short period of time to, I think, grow the channel, make it more, have more views coming in. No. To get more people to watch, I think. And it seems like the videos, the shorts that I've made get viewed more times than the longer videos. I don't make the shorts purposefully to have for more people to watch, but it just seems like that's happened. Maybe he's seen that trend and that's why he wanted it. To, in his words, play the game on a community post that he made a few weeks ago or so. I don't want to do that. I thought of it. I thought of not making it that many shorts to that level, like 20 plus a day or something. I'm not doing that. But maybe every now and then I was thinking I could make more shorts specifically for the reason, specifically for more people to be watching the channel. But I wouldn't explain why, from my memory anyway. It'd be maybe for social approval, I think. Maybe just like maybe how he's doing it, I don't know. But I don't want to say I don't care, because that's a bit too harsh. I don't like that energy in saying that. I don't like the energy that comes with me saying that. But I will say that whatever reason he's doing it for, that's his business, not mine. That's a lot more appropriate, and that that sits well with me. He's to me just a set of pixels on the internet. I've never seen him in real life. But parasocial relationships are such a real thing, people. They really are. So you might think, oh yeah, this person's doing it big. Oh my gosh, I want to do it big just like them. Doing it big meaning doing something which hundreds of thousands of people are watching or more. Yeah, that's not the views. That's not how many people will watch, or how many times people will watch his videos, or even my videos at this point. For him, for Luke, it's more like hundreds at the moment. Maybe it'd be 4 figures every now and then, but for this channel, it's single digits every now and then. Sometimes even 0 people, including myself, watch. It'd be maybe like double digits. Maybe maybe 30 to 50 max, maybe. Triple digits have happened, but just nowhere near as often as him. But again, he's doing what he's doing to play the game. I can't be bothered. In his words, in one of the videos on the fitness, watch this if you do YouTube video, or something like that. If you do YouTube, this is for you. And he's saying that he's tried the whole wholesome thing. I tried to do it in as northern an accent as I could, but I just couldn't do it. I tried the whole wholesome thing. That's the closest I came to it, but accent impersonation aside, accent impersonation that needs a lot of work aside, yeah, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to play the game and to do like, oh my gosh. No, he doesn't do the oh my gosh thing, but he does do watch this if X, Y, and Z. I don't want to do that. As he said, he's tried the whole wholesome thing, implying that he's not making these videos to be wholesome, or he's not making these videos. He's purposefully not making these videos in a wholesome way. I've built this channel on truth telling and on integrity too much to do that. That's not a dig at. That's not a dig at him, really. It's a dig at that way of thinking. I've come too far to break. I've come too far to change what I do for more videos, for more people. No, for the videos to get viewed more times. Not necessarily for more people to watch, but for the videos to get viewed more times. And there being potentially a facade that more people are watching. And the videos are getting more views. Why is it that today's society is built around more muscle, or in sometimes the other way, less fat for more progress, more views, more money, more cars, more people to date, or dating more people, more sex, more different music depending on what you like, more fashion, more clothes, more retail therapy, because you have things to deal with that you haven't dealt with as a coping mechanism. More everything. Why? When do we say we like what we have? When? Just like how that lady said during yesterday's conversation, which is timestamped by conversation with a lady, because I'm looking to talk to more women, to have a balance between how many men I speak to and how many women I speak to live in a socially healthy way. She was saying, well, will we ever be happy with what we have? And I gave the answer saying it is possible. But I have a different, although I still agree with that opinion, I have a different viewpoint on it. I don't think this society is built around that. I don't think this society is built around that. Take iPhone, the brand that I'm using to film this video, for example. Every year a new phone comes out. Or maybe even with Samsung and Sony as well. Every year a new phone comes out. How often would Nokia bricks come out back in the day? I don't actually know, but I think we all know, for those that have used it, Nokia's last. Nokia's last. And there's an idea that, pardon me, that Neil Reed, I think his name is, that digital enslavement's coming. And I don't have my own views on this really, but I have seen, when I was just out, I saw a young kid with a massive phone, potentially wider and longer than mine. And then I saw another kid unanimously with a larger phone than mine. That was an iPhone that had the 3 cameras on it, which I was wanting. But what I wanted an iPhone 14 Pro or something, because I wanted to film more high quality videos, just like how I wanted the Samsung S22 Ultra, or just a Samsung S22 specifically for the camera. But when do we say, no, I'm not willing to pay £1,000 on something that is just meant to call and text people. I'm not paying for a phone, I'm paying for a damn PC. So I'm basically, I'm paying for something that runs smoother than a PC. This iPhone XR, which has been discontinued, that I'm filming on, runs more silently than my actual laptop that I didn't buy. We're not paying for phones. I'm literally changing my way of thinking in real time. What's the time now? 4:15, 27th of October on a Thursday, 2022. I don't think we're being incentivized by Apple and other companies, and just other people in general who've been branded by iPhone, just like me. I don't think we're paying for phones. I don't think we are anymore. Not anymore, because phones call people, they text people, and you might be able to play Snake like on Nokia, but that's about it. That's all it's meant for. But on phones nowadays, we can surf the web. We can play games which are basically maybe as high quality, or if not arguably higher quality than a console, depending on which sort of game you're playing. You can, there's an essentially infinite, ever expanding amount of knowledge being uploaded onto YouTube and every other large social platform out there. That's not what a phone. That's not a phone. That's not what a phone's meant to have. Or no, that's not the purpose of a phone. A phone is mainly there to call and text people, not to use like a laptop. A laptop is fair enough. A laptop or a tablet, which is like a hybrid between a phone and a laptop. Now that I think about it, never had that way of thinking before, but size-wise and maybe even shape-wise, arguably, I'd say that's a hybrid between a phone and a laptop. But anyway, yeah, I don't think we are paying for phones anymore. You know what? Here are my thoughts on phones now. I don't need the newest thing. I do not need the newest thing. I'm looking for camera specs, not necessarily. I would like first hand, and I don't mind getting first hand, but I don't need to get first hand newest of the newest of the new. That I didn't understand. If I want to pay £1 on a phone, I may as well get a fucking laptop. That's a car. That's the cost of a car. I'm spending the amount I could get on a car, which I'd want to have. On a phone? On a phone? On just a phone? Oh, there's some little specks of dust on the phone itself, not on my lips as I thought. I don't need the late. I don't. I was looking at a certain Porsche on at a car dealership company. I don't need the latest thing. I do not need. I don't. It's not a 2022 plate that I was looking at. It was a 2016 Porsche that I was looking at. But I don't need that. I don't need an iPhone 14 Pro. When do we say enough is enough? When do we say, okay, yes, I would like to get my own phone to prove that I can be self-reliant. I can depend on myself, or to show that I have self-reliance. Not necessarily that I am self-reliant, that I have self-reliance. That's fine. I don't mind proving that by getting a different phone. But I don't have to prove that by getting a phone that costs as much as a car. I don't. But I didn't think of that. It's not necessarily that I didn't understand that, but I just didn't think of that. because I was so focused on, oh, well, Luke Spurgeon's, he recently got an iPhone 13 Pro, and the quality of the camera is more higher quality, arguably, than what this is. But what's wrong with this? This phone camera works fine. The microphone works fine. This iPhone XR is a fully functional phone. What's wrong with it? Performance-wise, nothing. Nothing. It's just that I think I tied the fact that I have this phone and that I didn't buy this phone and that my dad gave me this phone to my self-esteem by telling myself that I lack, and implying to myself that I don't have as much self-reliance as I'd like to, because I don't have that iPhone. I don't have that iPhone 14 Pro. I don't have that Samsung S22 Ultra. I don't have the latest MacBook Pro that I'd use to edit the videos that I'd have with a Canon G7X Mark II, which I've seen some ladies like Emma McDonald use, maybe even Maggie, maybe even her sister Maggie too, and other ladies too. But yeah, I don't need the latest camera. I don't need the latest phone. I wasn't thinking of getting the latest camera, by the way. The reason why I wanted that camera in particular is because, okay, that lady, Emma, is using it. And I like the look of that camera quality. I was also watching her videos because I wasn't speaking to enough ladies in real life. So to cover up, I just watch ladies' beauties online. Or the beauty of ladies that are online, instead of actually talking to ladies, which is what I needed to do to live in a more socially healthy way. Yeah, that's why I watch that sort of videos. But in doing that, I did actually find out quite a bit. There's one video in particular though. I think she knows what she's doing. I think she probably is trying to get more sexually frustrated / no, she's trying to get men that have sexual frustration or maybe desperation to watch her videos. Like she showed a black crop top that was quite sheer meaning not see-through, translucent. The more sheer, the more translucent, as it meaning not opaque, you can see through it. Yeah, I think she knows what she's doing. Or wearing it because it's so cute, because it's sexy. Yeah, she knows. I think she knows that guys will come with that with that sort of energy. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. You could see that on Liz Hale's channel as well. That's another lady I'd watch because I wasn't speaking to enough ladies in real life. Showing off her ass and that. Oh my gosh. Elise Wolf, her channel name used to be called Liz Hale. And I've actually mentioned her in a video before. But yeah, the channel name's called Elise Wolf now. And it's just, I think it probably couldn't get any more sexually implicit, those videos. Like, she's literally squeezed her ass on camera to show that it's real and that it's not BBL. I'm not saying that if ladies want to do that, so be it. However, I don't think it's okay. No, that's not the right wording I want to use. I don't think that's the appropriate wording. I don't think it's fair for those same ladies to complain that guys, and maybe even girls too, are looking at them in a lustful way, because that's how they're presenting themselves through wearing not necessarily sheer translucent clothing, but flattering, excessively flattering clothing. That's the wording that the ladies will use, like Bailey Stewart. That just means it makes my bum look wham. It makes the bum look massive. That's what that means. But it's just maybe they would use that because it's a more tame way of saying it, and it's not as sexually that way of saying it isn't as sexually explicit as saying, yo, ladies and gentlemen, these jogging bottoms make my bum look fat. Wham! And I want you girls to look at me like this. I want you guys to look at me like this because I want money. Like Bailey Stewart, go check out my OnlyFans. Yep. Yeah. On one end, I'm telling the truth and I'm releasing, but on the other end, this video is going to be up and people might go over and watch to do research, like how Birdman would say in the past. Not Birdman the rapper, but there's a person that makes videos on YouTube under the same name that says, oh yeah, I'll go and look to do some research. I'm gonna check out a porn account. I'm gonna check to see if she's got any porn on there. Porn on the website. Yeah, that's what he was meant. That's what he meant. Like the way how I'd actually argue that is the equivalent. That's the male equivalent of ladies saying that these yoga pants make my bum look flattering. I'd say that's the male equivalent. Oh, I'm just gonna look at this lady on sites to do some research. Euphemisms, basically. Actually, no, saying that your bum looks flattering is not a euphemism, but what I'm trying to say is, or nor is the male equivalent, what I'm trying to say is it's a more tame way of saying, on the male side, it's a more tame way of saying, look, I like how this lady looks sexually. I have a sexual attraction towards this lady, and because of that, I want to see if she's on Pornhub or something like that. And then as on the female side, look, man, I want my bum to look fat. I want it to look wham, massive. I want it to look big, so that I get social approval, not only from men but from ladies too, because they think, oh wow, you've got a big bum. Like how do you do that? What sort of exercise are you doing? What sort of movements are you doing? Imagine if there are ladies out there trying to get big bums specifically because they want to make guys look creepy. Is that a thing? Is that I've never thought of that, but yeah, some ladies, like one of the ladies that I spoke to, actually, in fact, the lady whose bum I looked at rather unfortunately, I actually spoke to her, and again, tight clothing, unfortunately, but we actually had quite the in-depth conversation about mental health, and I really enjoyed that. However, I don't, like this time, want to speak to her and get an erection and lose my words mid fucking sentence. That actually, I did that. I was that turned on. I'm making it seem, by saying that, I'm making it seem like there's an issue for me as a man to have sexual attraction towards a lady, even if it's physical. But why? That's how we got here today. If every single man looked at every single lady and thought, oh my gosh, F me, you're fugly, we would not be where we're at today. If cavemen did the caveman equivalent of that, however they'd speak, we would not be where we're at today. Hardwired needs, man, hardwired needs. But yet we get shamed for them because men and their testosterone. Men will be men, boys will be boys. But What about the lustful lyrics that even you as a lady are listening to? Like the Nicki Minaj Freak song. I literally heard a lady in a car boom that track out. What about those lustful lyrics that are planting the seed? Talk about, yeah, my name's Nicki Minaj and I suck dick and I'm gonna make this guy eat my pussy. There are these tracks out there. There's these self-improvement. These people who not claim to, but these people who make self-improvement sorts of videos that have sexually implicit or borderline explicit thumbnails, like Luke Spurgeon from time to time, with the sexual images of like basically 3/4 naked women, and also the more grey areas like sexual texts as the thumbnails. Maybe even Yaza too, because through having like a thumbnail where a lady was cutting up looked like she was cutting up a t-shirt and it was already half ripped, and you could see the bottom of her breasts, and she made it seem like she was going to cut the rest of it out, or cut the t-shirt in half like that to reveal her breasts, of course. That's not even a dig at those people, but it's the truth. I've seen this stuff and it's still up today. It's not like I'm just saying that in slander. It's up there. It's up there on the channels to see. It might take some digging, but it's the truth. And I know it's the truth, not my truth, because it's literally there. It's right there. The proof's right there on the channels, in the channel videos. Again, it might take some digging, but it's there. And again, it's not a dig at them, but I'm just saying, I'm using them as examples because that's where I've seen these sorts of things happen. Not because I dislike them though, and not because I'm trying to diss them or some rubbish like that. I'm just a regular Billy Bob with an opinion, like Charles Barkley said in a interview he had with Kenny Smith in 1999, 1 year before his retirement. Goodness me, the mind's sharp. All the way back when the 4:3 aspect ratio was the norm. Yeah, man, back in those times. Old school stuff. It was cool. But anyway, I am just talking about different things now. I am done. I'm finished. I've said a lot more than just the announcement. So I'll leave it at that. I'm gonna get the break videos of me just basically just shrugging up, and then that'll be me for at least a month. And if I do want to make videos still, like how I've said I could, by just not doing squats or pull-ups, I can still do dips because they've got a foot machine by where the dips are, or that come with the dip bars, which I could just place my feet on, so I don't have to drop and put a whole lot of impact on my feet, which could aggravate the bunions, especially in tight shoes. Yeah, so I think I will probably keep on training, but I'm going to give myself the month time window to sort out this health issue anyway, because I value my health. Anyway, I am done. I'm going to go out my way to completely correct this without surgery. I will do what it takes to at least go out my way to further correct it and completely get rid of it, ideally. And also get rid of these. Get rid of these razor bumps / hyperpigmentation that I might get from them, especially on this side because it's turned darker. Trying to get rid of them as well, and I might speak to the GP about that, see if there are any creams that I could use. Maybe even go to the barbers as well, talk to them about it, get a fade whilst I'm there as well. Even though I want to learn how to fade my own hair, but I can literally ask them how do they do it, and they might laugh and say, well, you're not gonna be able to do it like us. I can learn. There's a guy Broderick Hunter, I think his name is. Dark skinned man, who's American, who gives himself the freshest of fades, man. And I'm looking to do the same thing in order to further build on the self-reliance skill that I'm looking to do. Just so that I can live and love life, and so that I don't need to depend on my parents. I was doing it out of revenge once upon a time, but nowadays, no. I enjoy the progress. And that comes from a genuine place, I believe. Because I believe this because I don't sense I have any resentment whilst doing the workouts. Excluding either 2 days ago, I think. It was the Overcoming Mental Attacks daily log, where I looked at the lady's bum more than once because of the tight clothing. And also the lustful radio talking about I'm sucking dick. It doesn't matter that you censored the word dick. They censored in the Nicki Minaj Freak song on the radio. They censored the DI part. You can still hear the CK part. This is what we, as not even just as men, but as people, have to face. Ladies will shake their ass to that song. Ladies will shake their ass to that song like how a group of ladies did, or like how one lady did on a Evangelina Petrakis video when listening to that song. I'm gonna just say, yeah, I'm a freak, yeah, what? Quoting the lyrics, that part, FREAK, that part of the song of the chorus. Yeah, they were doing that, and then one lady was shaking her ass. Jordan, I think her name is. But yeah, those same songs that are lust-inducing, that might cause men to seemingly proceed dating or speaking to women in general in a predatory way because they're trying to date them, it is strange, even though the same songs that plant the seed for that sort of behaviour are the same songs they're shaking their ass to. It could simply be because of lack of awareness. They're just trying to have a fun time, right? But as a man, I'm not shaking. As a man whose sexual orientation is heterosexual, I'm not shaking my ass to that song. It's just planting the seed. It's like the female equivalent of Blueface. Ooh, damn, I'm gonna fuck him. It's basically those sorts of lyrics that have come from Nicki Minaj in that song is basically like the female equivalent of that song that Blueface made. And talking about beating the pussy up in that. But yet that's cool. That's cool. Lustful songs, lustful thoughts. Songs with extremely lustful and sexual lyrics are cool, especially amongst teenagers and people who have just become adults age-wise, or chronological age-wise, not necessarily mental age-wise, and maybe not even biological age-wise in terms of how their body looks. But yeah, that amongst these people, both maybe men especially, or young boys especially, and maybe girls from time to time, like that sort of music is cool. That's the in thing. But yeah, I'm fucking this bitch, I'm fucking that bitch. Not even woman. They don't even have the decency to call these people that they're having sex with women. No, dogs. Pets. These ladies that they're having sex with, according to what they've said by calling them bitches, is, well, yeah, dogs is no more valuable than dogs to them, apparently, by using that word. I don't hate women like that. I just don't. I don't love women, but I don't hate them either. And the reason why I don't love women is because even though I have my sexual orientation is heterosexual, is because you existing as a female is not enough for me to have a sexual attraction to you, because you might be a gang member, you might be a fucking terrorist, you might be a bank robber, you might be a serial killer. Like an American lady that I remember who has passed away from the lethal injection because she killed 7 guys. An older lady, a middle-aged lady, white American middle-aged lady, having no problem saying that, yeah, I've killed 7 guys. Died in 2001, I think, or got killed in 2001 by a lethal injection or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, being a female is not enough for me to have love for you, or especially it's not enough for me to believe that I am in love with you. No, I'm not obsessed. I'm not obsessed. I might have been as a kid. I might have been, but nah, not anymore, man. But I do want to speak about something now that I've just said that. I'm now having to deal with sexual attraction to get again, because as I was saying, I was speaking to a lady in tight clothes who I believe is objectively sexually attractive through looks alone. Because as I said, when I was speaking to her, I was getting hard, and I lost my speech for a couple of seconds because I was so focused on that erection, on the fact that this was happening, that I was like, well, my mind's focused on that. It's not, when I say that, I mean the erection, not wanting to have sex with her, not the actual conversation itself, even though I was having a genuine conversation about mental health with her. How easy can it be to know that you, rather than your testosterone, is speaking when you're speaking to a lady that you've seen as objectively sexually attractive, especially when she's wearing tight clothes, especially tight yoga pants and yoga shorts that really accentuate her bum? How easy can it be? I'm implying that doing that is a hard task by saying how easy can it be. But what does hard mean? And when I say hard, I'm not talking about erection hard, even though I was at the start of the conversation. For some reason, when ending the conversation, I wanted to touch her shoulder as a sign of physical affection. Specifically because I liked how genuine the conversation was. Sexual urges. I'm not gonna try and fight them, but I am going to go out of my way to further understand them and control them. Because the last time my dick got hard speaking to a lady was round about 2 years ago, when I had a rather intimate moment with a lady. No kissing or anything, we were just really close, and for some reason I pulled her hood up because it was raining, I think. As I look up, like it's raining now, no, it's sunny. Yeah, that was the last time my dick got hard speaking to a lady. I was in year 13, she was in year 12. Maybe that could have, no, I was going to say maybe that could have been a part to do with it, but I don't think so. It's not like, oh yeah, I really like younger ladies specifically because of their age. No, I don't. In fact, I don't even want to date teenagers at all, because I think that they've barely lived. Plus, my chronological age, day by day, millisecond by millisecond, is getting further and further and further away from that. And it's therefore becoming more more and more and more unacceptable to date someone whose chronicle age is, for example, 17, 18, and 19. And I'm not saying that because I have an issue with that. That's not the problem. I'm just saying that because I think that's fact. For example, say a 34-year-old guy is dating a 17-year-old lady. That, I think, would be unanimously seen as predatory. Fair enough. The guy would be old enough to be her dad. Maybe a young one, but still her dad nonetheless. Yeah. I have a look. I want to overcome that. I still want to speak to her because I like where that conversation went and I like how deep the talk was. I even spoke to her about the fact that I do weekly health reviews, and she was saying that, yeah, maybe I could try that out because she was saying that she has things that she was trying to work through that. And I was even saying to her, with the things that you've said that you've had to work through, you'd never think that someone has to work through those things, or someone, or a lady like that, or a lady that looks the way she does. She just looks like a normal lady that has to go through those things, or is going through those things that she's going through. I really, even though the sexual attraction was there on my end, as I said, I felt my dick got hard. I don't want to date her because we go to the same gym and I want to work there. So, alongside other things. So, but I still want to talk to her because I really like where that conversation went. And she was saying that she could try out, like, taking the depression and anxiety self-assessment quizzes, like how I do and how I said I do on a weekly basis. And she was saying, yeah, that really could help her out with her situation. Maybe not, but I certainly do I like the conversation, and I don't think she sees me as strange or creepy, if anything, because some ladies, regardless of age, might do that. We just don't know. It seemed like she was wanting to actually talk to me first because I was just looking around and she was looking right at me. And then from there the conversation started. And I know I do want to date, but I don't want to date in the current predicament that I'm in, and also at the gym. I don't want to date any lady that goes to the gym because I'd like there to be healthy boundaries between where I work, my profession, career, and also my dating life. Just the fact, my dating. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'll leave it at that. This is a 58-minute take right now. This, no joke, could have been one of the longest takes that I've ever done. During one of the plank journey logs, which you can see by if it says plank day, like plank day 10 or something, I made a 38-minute 10-second take. But this, whoa. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm gonna let it end at like the 40-second mark so that it ends on a 0. Okay, I'm going now. Bye.